So, welcome back to another episode of The Fish Tank. I'm here with Ash, captain and owner of Ballistic.
Yep.
Up in Broome. We've got Broome Billfish charters. So I've been up here for about a month now doing a bit of fishing, and I thought I'd come and get some advice off one of the local experts. But as with all of these podcasts, we're going to start off with the best fishing yarn, mate. So fire away and give us what you got.
Best fishing yarn. There's this fish we caught in Exmouth. It's a fish I think about all the time. It was, I'll start off by the days before. So I was fishing with Adam Crowfoot on his boat, Cruel Mischievous, and it was the first time Adam and I had fished together. We'd been speaking, on the phone and on Messenger and stuff probably 12 months before that. Both gone down to fish Exmouth heavy tackle, and Adam was like, we were there a couple of days early. He was like, we'll go out and catch one on a lure, make sure we get that down packed, fishing on a new boat. You want to make sure you get all the systems right, and how to clear everything and where everything goes and how all that goes down. So we went out there, caught one on a lure. It went like way too easy. It just went like real smooth. And next day we're like, we'll go catch one on bait, like, switch one. Adam's boat's a like 22-foot centre console. That Exmouth heavy tackle weather's not great. Like So I was like, see how this goes. Like switching one. Anyway, I did that, and it went smooth. Like this is going well. And then the next day the comp started, and the comp was, that first day was like psycho. Like that weather was insane. Like I hadn't fished stuff like that before.
Bad?
Bad.
Oh, right.
Bad, yeah. I was starting to think, like, have I been in Broome too long? Like, am I getting soft, or is it not that bad? But it was actual bad. Like, we had a wave like break over the motor, and then like for a few seconds after, it's just like water just pumping out of the cowling claver.
True. Like bad weather.
Yeah, and like boats started pulling out around lunchtime, and we had one wave. Like you have to fish it side on, like you can't go into it. So you just like go side onto the swell, and one wave like it's coming up, and it started breaking. And the crest of the wave like landed in the boat. The boat. Yeah, it was stupid.
How big was the swell? Like?
Oh, it was huge. Like
bigger.
So you'd be fishing, like going side on with it. You don't see any boats. Like there's just no one around. And then you'd be in a trough. Then you get up the top of the wave, and you're like, is that a rigger tip? Like only like 200 meters away. And that's another boat that's in the trough, and you're at the top. And you're like, oh yeah, that is another boat just there. Like I hadn't seen anyone for hours, but it's a boat like 200 meters away. You just haven't been able to see each other.
Crazy.
Anyway, this wave that broke into the boat, it knocked something off the dash, or something fell over, and that went to the back of the boat. That ended up like blocking up the scuffer. So like down there in like a foot of water. Unblocked scuffer. All the water's like ran out the back of the boat. Then there was a squid on the deck that came in from the wave.
Really?
Yeah. Checking the squid, like, what do you want to do with this? And put a hook in it and switch it, or what? Anyway, yeah. So, and another boat got hit by a wave and like split the inner part of the hull from the outer, and they were actually sinking. So it was like,
holy shit.
Yeah, this is actual psycho weather.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, we somehow, I don't know how, but we managed to switch one in that weather. It's weird when, like, you're holding on, like, it's probably like 35 degrees outside, and you're wearing like 3 jumpers because it's just like so windy, and it's like you're freezing cold. And like you're struggling to walk around the boat, but then when a fish comes up on that teaser, for whatever reason, like it feels like dead glass. Like all that's just out of your mind, and you just end up, So we did that, caught one there. And the last day of the comp, this is when we seen this fish. The weather had gotten a lot better. It was definitely the best day of the comp. We were cruising around and seeing this dorsal come up behind the teaser, and I don't know, it just had a different feeling about it. Like you could feel that it was a serious fish. Anyway, I've grabbed the switch bait. I'm standing there, like getting ready to throw it, waiting for Adam's call. And I'm like, where's the fish? Where's the teaser? Like, I don't even know where the teaser is. So I look up the rigger pole, like follow my eyes down the teaser line, and the teaser's like on a 45-degree angle going out the back of the boat. And I just hear Adam's like, fuck, screaming. I look back, like, what's going on? He's got both hands on the teaser reel, like on the spool, trying to stop it, and it's just ripping line like through his hands. I'm like, shit. I'm still standing on the pitch bait, and like the teaser's like out there, and Adam's like looking at the teaser reel, like the electric, and he's like, it's 70 meters out the back. I'm like, oh, probably put that down then. Yeah. Anyway, he gets the teaser out of its mouth and gets the teaser back to pretty much where it was originally, and the fish just comes in and just piles on this taser. The taser's just a lure with no hooks in it, like a 16-inch lure with no hooks, and it just piles on it again and just rips the line back out. Same thing, he's got both hands on the teaser reel, like trying to stop it, just trying to get the lure out of its mouth.
So you're not using like the squid or anything, you're just using an actual
lure.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Is that common?
Not so much for like sails and like inshore blacks and stuff like that, but for those big blues, yeah, that is.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's pretty much just a lure with no hooks. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it was chaos. And then, gets the teaser back in again, and you're starting to think like, oh, the fish is clued on, like you've stuffed it up, like you're not going to get another shot at this. And I look back and just behind the prop wash in the middle of the spread, just see this big lump of a fish, like for a split second, like, and he'd just seen it. It was just this huge wall of white, like, yeah.
Sick.
Like, it's still there. Anyway, the right rigger, which was a lure, just goes like, bzzz, the thing's going like. Anyway, so we get everything cleared, get in the harness, start chasing this fish. For probably like the first 10 minutes, it wasn't that far away. It was just jumping around the boat. Remember, it was off like the starboard side for a little bit, then it'd come back around the back, and remember it jumped once, and like that picture in my head of what I seen, like the back of the fish just so wide. It was like, I don't know, when I look back at it now, it's like something out of a magazine that you see from, like you see from Cairns. Like, it's not
Up Lizard Island.
It's not something I ever thought I'd see, like especially here in WA. And it was black as well, it wasn't a blue.
Oh, true.
Yeah, which it was blue marlin season. So, being a black, obviously there's been some big blues caught down there before, like the peak sport fishing boys caught that grander and stuff like that. And it was a similar time of year, and we had a big fish, and it was black, which,
Potential record, you reckon?
Yeah, it probably would have been. I'd never seen anything like that before. Then I look back, and Adam's got his phone out filming it, so we do have some photos, like stills off that video. And he's just got a smile on his face, like sitting there with the throttle, like this big smile on his face, like filming it. And it was just jumping around the boat. The next minute, sort of like right at the back of the boat, and then, like I had leader on the reel, like leader on the reel. You know, why Adam was chasing it in reverse, the boat's just like blah 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 blah. Like he was going like hard on it, like he wasn't mucking around. And anyway, later on the reel, we only had 2 people on the boat, so it's super hard. Like Adam's driving on it, and we got to try tag it, and I'm in a harness. Yeah. Right. So anyway, throws in a neutral, grabs a tag pole, has a shot right off that back like port corner, and I remember seeing the end of the tag pole. I reckon 2-3 inches short of getting that tag in. Yeah, just so close. If we had a third person on the boat, that we probably would have got the tag in right there, like within 10 minutes. Yeah. But it didn't. We missed that shot. Then it just goes zzz, like straight down. Yeah. It felt like
Just what I wanted.
It felt like it was probably longer. It felt like it was a minute, and Adam's like, I'm marking it at 200. You're like, oh.
Jesus.
Like it was just there, marking it at 200.
Crazy, eh?
Yeah. He's really good at driving on fish. Like he catches them fast. He's got some techniques and stuff he uses, and we had good communication. Like while we were fighting the fish, and when it was deep, we were fighting on pretty heavy drag for a while there. Yeah. And it didn't actually take that long. We managed to get it back up. It was probably 50 minutes into the fight, and I think it was back up on top, and yeah, I remember it just sitting there on top, and Adam's driven back and grabbed the tag pole and got the tag into it.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
I didn't think the story was going that way. What a heartbreak.
Yeah, nah, got it. Got the tag into it, and anyway, he grabbed the leader. With a fish like that, being in 22-foot boat, it's not small, but in that sort of fishing, in marlin fishing, it is a small boat. Yeah, the fish is laying there. Adam's got wraps on the leader, and you end up. What happens is the fish doesn't move. You end up pulling the boat over the fish. Like, you move the boat, not the fish. Because you think about it like you're at a jetty with your boat tied up. Like, you pull the rope, but you don't have to actually pull that hard to move the boat.
Yeah.
So, so the fish is staying there and pulling the leader. The fish is not moving. The boat's moving. The boat sort of comes over the fish, and the fish like rolled on its side. The hook came out. It was right there, like it was 6 inches off the side of the boat, and the fish rolled. The hook came out, and the fish swam off, and we couldn't believe what we'd seen, and what happened and how it all went down. It would have been like a fish. We spent a fair while making sure we got the weight of it right. Like, we remember where the tail was and where the bill was where its lower jaw was.
Gave it a good measure.
Yeah, we were very careful. We probably spent, that was one thing Adam didn't want to stuff up. Like,
you don't want to be that crude.
Yeah, you don't want to be that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he does pride himself on getting weights right, and he is very, very good at getting weights right, even with like records and stuff like that. Like, he done some of that down in Dampier, and he's always like a half a kilo out sort of thing.
Yeah, right.
Pretty good at it, and so with everything we'd seen and measured and whatever, we caught it for like 400 kilos, 900 pound. yeah.
Oh, yeah. Would have you tried to get it in the boat? Or do you reckon,
I don't know.
If you couldn't get in the boat, would have you towed it back? Or? Yeah, probably. Might have
seen if one of the bigger boats could tow it back for us. I think about that a lot. Like, I don't know what I'd do if it happened again, or if we had a third person on the boat that could throw a gaff in it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad the fish swam off and it got to swim off, and it was caught pretty quick, so it did swim off healthy. Yeah, so that's good for the fish that it got to swim off. But what those like true numbers on the scales were, like, some
that'll haunt you, mate.
Yeah, haunt me forever. Yeah,
until you get a bigger one, then you'll be like,
yeah. There's something to think about all the time. Like, I'd love to know what those real numbers were, but we got the leader, and you can see, like, where its tail was hitting up in the leader. You can see where its tail wrist was. You can see the kink through there, and
it's big.
It's Even just looking at the leader, like now, like a couple of years later, it's still like, holy shit, that was a big fish. So, yeah.
When you get them that big, because I've done like a small amount of marlin and sailfish fishing. I'm no expert at all. Can you hold them by the bill when they're that big? Like,
I wouldn't.
So what do you do? You have it wrapped, like you said, and then it.
Yeah, you can get a rope on the bill.
Yeah.
If you are going to weigh it, you hit it with a flying gaff. So
But to like get a photo, you're having it just sitting next to the boat if you can.
Yeah. You'd probably get a rope on it and get a photo.
Right.
Yeah, because I've had some before, like blues, say 150 kilo or something, and you grab the bill and they shake their head.
Yeah.
And your hand smashes up against the side of the boat, and it's almost feel like you're breaking fingers sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I've caught
you don't,
little blacks.
Yeah.
And I've grabbed them.
Yeah.
And they're not that, like, I don't even know how, I'm not a good estimate, maybe like 40 kilos max. Like, not big at all. And that's.
Yeah. Like,
like you can hold it, but you're still moving.
Yeah. Still the decky on ballistic, and you see him grab some sails. He's quite skinny, And like, yeah, he's
whole
getting
body.
thrown around, you know, it's like a 15, 20 kilo sail and he's just getting like
Crazy, yeah.
ragdolled on that
So
back
much
corner.
power.
Yeah. Yeah. When you catch him green, like quick, yeah. Yeah, I think if you grabbed the bill and it shook its head and your hand went back into the boat, like you'd be
Or it like
off.
got you with its bill, you know.
Yeah.
Like you're in the way.
Yeah. Getting a rope on it would be the best.
Yeah,
thing.
right.
I don't know. You don't really see, like, I don't have too much experience with those big fish. Like that's the biggest fish I've seen. Like we don't get fish like that here in Broome. We're not close in anyway. The rollies, you probably get fish like that. But that, yeah, I haven't had much experience with big fish.
Yeah, sick.
You don't see too many photos of people holding the bill, dragging it.
No, well, I've never seen it. That's why I was kind of
Yeah,
thinking, you
yeah,
see now.
I don't think. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't do it.
A lot of the American crew, you'll see they get like the Insta 360 cameras or whatever, and they have it right out. And
Yeah.
the fish is kind of next to the boat. It looks like they're holding it on with a rope or some leader.
Yeah.
But that's
yeah.
pretty quick usually. And
Yeah. You usually get a rope on it.
yeah, right.
Yeah. I don't love holding fish by the bill too often. Usually we'll get on the leader. If we get the tag in, we'll snap it off.
Yeah.
Even with the sails here in Broome, we get people photos with them. I prefer people to hold the leader than actually grab the bill. Like you grab that fish's bill and it does shake its head and uses the rest of its energy doing that. And you go to release it and you see them sort of sitting there on the surface for a while. Like after you've grabbed them and handled them, they don't swim that well. Like you're a lot better off. It's a lot better for the fish, grab the leader and snap it.
Yeah.
That's how we do it a lot here in Broome with the sails as well. There's a lot of sharks around. If you grab that bill of a sail, it shakes its head, you drag it for a couple of minutes, everyone gets photos and whatnot, and you let go of it, the chances of it getting eaten by a shark's quite high, yeah. If you get it off the front of the boat, grab the leader. So when we hook up, like I start filming straight away so I can get all that footage to the customer.
Yeah.
And yeah, I feel like we have a lot higher survival rate by just snapping them off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a different fishery here, mate.
Yeah. The fishery here, yeah.
So that's kind of what I want to go into next, unless you had more to say about that story. 'Cause that's a wild story. Actually, no, let's go back to that. So you caught this, what your mate reckons, 400 kilo, and you reckon he's pretty good with weights and all that. So then you finish the comp, you obviously get points for that fish. But is it just for the fish, or is it based off your estimate of what it weighed? And
no, it's just for the fish. It's 500 points for every fish.
Yeah, right.
What we didn't know at the time, which still wouldn't have won, it would have been still one or two fish behind, but in that comp, fish over 500 pounds, you get double points. So we would have got 1,000.
Sick.
But yeah, so if we had have killed it and brought it back and weighed it and went over 500, which it was definitely going to go over 500, we would have got double points for that fish. But then I think we still needed like one more fish to sort of be a lead or equal lead or something like that anyway.
You probably weren't even thinking about that, were you?
Nah. But yeah, it's hard. It was probably, I think it was around 12 at lunchtime. We got the tag in that fish. And yeah, if we had it on the boat, we would have to go straight back in. But I don't even know how we would get it back in.
Yeah, that's what I was
like
kind of leading to.
Like Innkeeper or like the Peak Sport Fishing Boys or someone like that to drive it back for us, and they're fishing the comp. They still got like 5 hours or something to go. Like, yeah, we would have just had to like sit there with it until someone else could bring it in for us. But that didn't happen anyway. But yeah, that's something I think about all the time. I reckon the next 12 months after that, there probably wasn't a day that went past where I didn't think about that.
Mate, you're still thinking about it now.
Yeah, and like what we could have done different, if we should have weighed it, or if we should have tried harder to weigh it, or whatever. But you don't know. And
can't do anything.
Yeah, I'm just like super grateful I got to experience it and see it, and
you did it all.
Yeah,
like obviously.
Yeah,
it's a team effort when you're doing bill fishing, but you got it in on the line.
Yeah,
sick.
Yeah. But,
what gear were you using?
That was 37 kilo stand up. Yeah. But yeah, that was the first time Adam and I had fished together, and he's one of my best mates now. There's not a few days that go by where we don't speak to each other. And
yeah, right. I was going to ask you that. So after that kind of experience you've had together.
To share that with him, that was just incredible. I remember driving because my family's in Bunbury, so I left Exmouth and went down to Bunbury for Christmas, and like I just couldn't stop thinking about it. Like, he was just, like messaging everyone, like. Yeah.
Oh mate, yeah. Well, like the fishing community, especially with the game fishing stuff, everyone would have heard about it like that.
Yeah.
And people would probably go out there trying to catch that fish after. It creates a bit of a rush.
That's the thing, like, I think if we had a waiter, it would have been like good for Exmouth Game Fishing Club to have a black.
Yeah. A size black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, also still happy it got to swim off and.
Yeah, well, you tagged it.
Yeah.
You ticked all the boxes except weigh it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the real numbers would never know, and probably never stop thinking about what they might have been as well.
That's a good yarn, mate. I love that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, let's talk about Broome fishery. So, obviously, there's a lot of people that have never been to WA. So, yeah, like I was saying before, I'm from the East Coast. I've been living over here for a couple of years now. And it's a very different fishery in terms of a lot of different things. So, like, you don't get ciguatera over here. You got different tides, currents. It's windy all the time. It's very different to the East Coast. You can catch different fish in different places. They're of different size. So, like, for example, you can get massive dino trout, like, Whitsundays, Queensland, Northern Queensland. We're over here, you have trout in abundance. You don't get them in the bigger size.
Yeah.
Now, Broome is a whole nother thing. You've got 12-metre tides. You've got a wet season. For someone who would be interested in coming here and going billfishing, give them a bit of a rundown of like when the best time of year is and what you're looking for and what like is a really good day out when you have clients on the boat. Like, what are the kind of best conditions or time of year and things that help you get those fish on board?
Yeah, that's a bit of a hard one. So, like, generally speaking, like May to sort of October is our sailfish season. Every year is a little bit different. So last year we were struggling in June. June was hard. Then September come around and we were catching 20 fish a day sort of thing, and
crazy.
Then this year's been completely different. Like May, June, the fishing was really good, like really, really good. I think we put the boat in 3rd of May, went fishing on the 4th. My wife and mum came out and they caught a couple each, and then we fished every day. Not every day, but we fished up until end of July. Nearly every day. Like July was pretty much every day, same as June, and we didn't have a donut on billfish until end of July.
True.
Yeah.
Been feeling pretty confident.
Yeah. So I'll have like family that want to come up and fish, and going off the last 2 years, say to them, come up September. It's been really good.
Yeah. Okay.
And this year, start of September, we struggled.
Right.
Yeah. You never know how you're going to get it. Like, you could come up in May and June and be getting 20 fish a day.
Yeah.
Or it does usually. There's usually a couple of weeks there where you struggle, and where those couple of weeks fit in, whether it be September, June, May, July. We just can't find fish.
Yeah.
But generally, like, you'd be pretty unlucky. Like most days we're catching fish.
Sick.
But I guess every fisher in the world's like that. You're not going to catch fish every day.
Nah.
It's slow down for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
We just
but they're probably the days where you have clients that don't understand fishing.
Yeah. We just hate it when it does slow down it'll be 2 weeks somewhere where it slows down, and
happens.
Yeah. But July's pretty safe. Like, the Billfish comp is in July. The neap tides do fish better than the springs, but in saying that, a lot of people won't fish the springs here because we get spring tides, like big tides. The water does get a little bit dirty. It's hard to find that blue water. The sails do like that blue water. They will be in the green, like dirty stuff if there's bait there, but they definitely act a lot different. They're a lot more lethargic. It's they don't have like the energy is what they do. That blue water's oxygenated water, and that's what they need to feel good and yeah. But yeah, we do get them through the springs as well. Yeah, this year was a bit of a funny year. I hadn't seen anything like it, like in June, like May, June, we were fishing this spot not far from Broome, just up the coast a little bit, and it's quite close in. We were fishing from 1 mile out to 5 miles out. It was Bard Creek. Like, and some days we were like fishing that close in at Bard, like you can see in the creek mouth.
Sure.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, and you can see like tinnies in there fishing for like mangrove jack and stuff like that.
We're just raising sails.
Yeah, and we're just like catching sails like
far out.
Yeah, just out the front.
You have to raise one in the creek.
Oh, it'd be cool. Yeah, yeah. But we were seeing like hundreds of fish a day.
Really?
Struggling to catch them. Yeah. You're driving along and you'll just be a pod like 10, 20 fish just swimming together. Just everywhere, like on the surface. You'd be up in the tower and you're like, oh yeah, there's some over there. Drive over there and you get there and there'll just be like 20 fish just on the surface. You look over there, there's another 20 doing the same thing. Over there, I reckon we were seeing like 200 fish, like sails a day just on the surface.
Really?
Yeah. You drive through them and they sort of come up, and when they, I don't know, whatever they were eating then was a bit small. They come up into like this half, like 180 turn, and you see the dorsals do like this 180 turn. They're just sort of everywhere doing it.
Really?
You drive through the middle of them and you look back on the back of the spread, and they're in the middle of your spread doing the exact same thing, not following any baits, not following a teaser, not interested at you at all. Yeah. Yeah, so we're probably seeing, say, 100 to 200 fish a day and catching 3 or 4. Yeah, just hard. What happens is, at that time, there was a lot of puffer fish there, and they do feed on those schools of puffer fish. Also, we did have a run of pilot whales as well, so pilot whales will like round up the sails and eat them, so the sails don't want to eat when they're getting attacked as well. But those puffer fish let out a toxin, so sails will eat them, and yeah, the puffers let out this toxin, and it makes the fish feel like drunk, like they're pretty much bouncing into the side of the boat, like these sails are just drunk, like.
True.
Yeah.
Do you reckon they're eating them on purpose to get feeling that way?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Apparently dolphins do, Like dolphins will eat them to get that feeling.
Yeah.
And that was quite cool. Even though we're catching sort of 3, 5, 6 fish a day, just to show the customers like these sails everywhere on the surface. Like, some got their sail up, just cruising along like next to the boat and stuff, which was pretty cool.
Eco tours.
Yeah. But yeah, we were still able to get everyone on board fish, and they were able to see that, which was super cool. And I'd never seen it like that before myself either. I'd seen pods on the surface and stuff before, but not that many like that. Like that was crazy. And yeah, we had to like fish a little bit different. Like we were only getting bites. We're putting a bait like long off the rigger. It was like the fish had no confidence on the teasers or to come into the teasers. So we're putting a bait like long off each rigger, and we're sort of chipping away at them like that. But you can tell when there's pilot whales around or they've been feeding on puffer fish, when they come up, they got like these white spots on their face.
Yeah, right.
They really stand out, like these white spots. I don't know what it is.
They're cracked out.
Yeah, when they're in distress or something's going on, like these white spots just come up on their face. So that was cool. Then the comp came along like July.
Yeah, I want to talk about that in a minute, because I know what happened this year. But before and I want to talk about something else that you're kind of touching on. But before we go into that, so you've talked about neeps are a bit better, blue water. Do the tides themselves play a big factor? Like, are you looking more fishing like bottom of the tide, middle of the tide, or does it not matter that much?
A little bit, yeah.
Because nowhere else in the world's getting, tides like this.
Yeah.
So just for people that are interested and don't know much about Broome or like Derby area, the tides are the biggest in the world. So
yeah, Yeah. I used to think, tide change, probably still do think the change of the tide is the best time to get them. But in saying that, we've, caught them on outgoing, incoming, all of them as well. But I think when the tide's roaring on a big tide, the bait does sit real low.
Yeah,
tries to get out of that current, and then for that hour before the tide changed, an hour after, the bait's up higher.
It's a tricky one, eh?
Yeah. Then we had this run this year where, we're getting them sort of incoming, getting them on the outgoing, getting them at the top of the tide, and then we did match that with the bite time. So like when the moon was directly above or directly below us or on the horizon, that bite time definitely helps as well, which I never looked into much before, but
I've just started in the last 5 months.
Yeah.
Because my girlfriend is a mad fisher woman. She fucking loves it. And she's really only got it into it the last couple of years. And it was like the start, I'll do everything. And she just comes out, wants to catch stuff. And now she's doing the knots. And now she's doing this. But she started looking at bite times.
Yeah.
Because I was just a bit lazy, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only reason. But we've been looking at them we started looking at them more just after the fact and saying like, well, we were on, from 2 to 3, the fish were on, have a look at them. Says it was on from 1 till 3.
Yeah, it's close, yeah.
Close. So yeah, we've started using them in a bit, but I don't know what like the most reliable source or...
Yeah.
But I reckon it definitely has a factor.
Yeah,
Now, I don't think it's a major thing, but I think it's something I definitely want to know before I go out. Even if it's wrong, it will make you focus for a couple of hours, I reckon.
Yeah,
that little extra 1%, like, oh, fuck, it's meant to be between 2 and 4. Let's switch on. Let's go to a spot I know is good.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it just makes you rethink a few things.
Yeah, that's right. I do the same thing. I look at them like, bite time's coming up in a couple of hours. You start thinking about it a lot more. But we did relate those bites closely to, it did fit in with the bite times. Okay. Yeah. As well as tide. That Bard Creek where we were fishing at the start of the year and Coconut Wells, it was every day, like the bait was there every day, the fish were there every day, and there was like this current coming in, and so you got Coconut Wells, Willie Creek, Bard Creek. There was this current coming in to Willie Creek, and then Coconut Wells and Bard had no current.
Yeah.
But it does obviously have tidal current. But those two pockets with no ocean current, the bait just stayed there for months. And it did sort of, it would wash up in that area. Like you might be fishing, it's a big area. You might be fishing sort of, 5 miles north or 5 miles south, depending on the day, but somewhere around there, and the bait was just there day after day.
So you're looking for blue, deadish water.
Yeah.
Like not a lot of current pushing through, and then obviously trying to find the bait.
Yeah, I feel like those areas with no current and the bait, the fish will be there for months, if until it changes. When the fish are in the current, they move quite quick.
Yeah. So, I want to talk about the Billfish comp in a minute.
Yeah.
But before that, what's your kind of setup? Do you change like your teasers or your baits, or is it you're pretty consistent day in, day out? Are you a colours person? Do you mix up the sizes a lot, or is it like dependent on, obviously?
We do a little bit, yeah. When those puffer fish are around, we're trying to make like soft plastic puffer fish tasers and stuff like that. Yeah, don't know if it worked or not. Yeah. So we do change a little bit. Ultimately,
and you don't have to give everything away. Like it's up to whatever you want to say. People are obviously interested in this kind of stuff.
Yeah. This year we've been fishing a lot different to most people in Broome. So we have like 2 baits short, or if there's 5 people on the boat, we'll have 3 baits real short, 2 teasers that are like 2/3 of the way up the rigger pole, and then off the end of the rigger pole, off the very tip, we have baits long. Those baits long, I feel like there's some days where the fish just don't have the confidence to come up into the teasers. Like you won't tease them and you'll just chip away on those long baits. but ultimately we want the fish on the tasers. That's cool.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah.
What baits are you using? Or
mostly gars. Yeah, sometimes mullet, a few other things, but yeah, mostly gars. Yeah, but the tasers change a little bit. Like I've mucked around with a fair bit. I don't. So when I'm like choosing my tasers, I'm not thinking about what is going to raise fish. I want a taser that's going to tase the fish. Like I want it to come up on the taser. I want to rip that out of the fish's mouth, the taser out of the fish's mouth. I've got electric reels. I want to get that fish angry, and I want to get him up close. So that's when we're choosing what tasers we're using, that's our thought process. Like, what is the fish going to tase on the best? What happens is you get a lazy fish come up on the taser, sort of look at it a little bit, and after a while, it might bill over the top of it or try and hit it with its bill. Sometimes grab it. We want to tase that fish in. The more we tase that fish in, the angrier the fish gets. You can turn a lazy fish into a real angry fish by tasing it. You can stuff it up as well. If you a fish comes up on the taser and you just rip that taser away from it, you can spook the fish and stuff it up. But we want that fish up close. It's like better for the customers. It's eating one of the short baits, like right there. It's angry.
They can wind it in quick.
Yeah, you get a better bite. Like if a lazy fish comes up on the taser and you get a bait back to it and give it the bait, you're going to get a shit like bite because it's lazy. If you can get that fish angry first, and it's going to get a proper bite. So what we try to do as well is when we're tasing a fish, we'll get the fish in real close and we want the bait just behind the fish. We rip that taser out of the water, that fish turns, looks for the bait, sees it, because it's been tased, it's angry, you get a really good
inside out
good bite, and the fish is going away.
Yeah, perfect.
So for that circle hook to activate, you want the fish swimming away from the boat, and that's how we get a lot of our fish. Because that's been a big thing for me the last couple of years. Like pretty much most of my energy's been like focusing on our conversion rate. Like, I don't want to, really want to be up in that, 90% of our bites we want to catch. And that is one thing that's helped a lot, is getting the fish in the right mood before giving it the bait.
Are you using lures at all?
No,
all baits.
No, yeah. So the last thing on my taser, like the daisy chain, the last thing is a lure. Sometimes has a belly flap in it, or if we have, sometimes we'll swim a bait off the back of the taser as well.
Yeah,
that gets them pretty angry. It's a lot easier to tease a fish with a, lure with a belly flap in it or a bait. So that's what we're doing. We use pretty small stuff. Like if we do have a lure in the back with a belly flap in it, it's only like a 6-inch lure. Yeah, quite small, soft head.
Because the sails aren't that big up here, are they?
Nah, you do get a run of good sails, but you get a lot of like 8, 10, 12 kilo sails, 14 kilo sails. Every now and then you'll get one like 15, 20.
Yeah, cool.
Which is cool. I find the smaller the fish, like if they are those 8 kilo sails, the number of fish, like the pod is big. Yeah. Like the small ones, seems like they swim in like a bigger pod. Yeah. When we get one of those 20 kilo fish, it's usually just come up by itself. Yeah.
Yeah, because from like what I've talked about, I've done no sail fishing up here at all, but I've got mates from Karratha and Exy and that come up, and videos I see of them is it's like if they've got 4 baits out, they're likely to have 4 fish on. And you just see them everywhere, which is sick. I love to see that.
Yeah, it's sick. Yeah, we've had a few times we've had 6 people on the boat and got all 6 hooked up. Yeah.
How do you manage that?
You just get them all hooked up. You're like, let's just get them all hooked up and we'll just figure it out from there. Right. Yeah. You just, a lot of times, lines will cross over and you snap them off and that as well. But it doesn't matter. Like, you just get them, get them all hooked up and we'll sort that out
What
after.
a cool memory for those people. Yeah. And even you, like, seeing that. That's special.
Yeah. we're a lot better at it now than what we used to be. Before, we used to get into all sorts of weird positions where you'd have one like 100 meters out there and someone out there and someone out there. We can sort of, you know, cut them off and try and keep the fish out in the same area so we're not getting spooled. Yeah, when we started doing it, there was a few times where you try and drive on one, and the bloke at the back's like, I've only got 10 metres left. And I still go, all right. So you start driving that way, and you just can't get it. Like you're stuck in the middle.
Yeah.
And,
tighten it up.
Yeah, it's super cool. So it's not, you know, marlin fishing, you know, down in Exmouth or even off Broome, like you get, it's a better quality fish than sailfish, like pound for pound, like fighting. What makes like Broome sails so cool, it is that chaotic, you know, 4, 5, 6 fish hooked up at once. And that's what we're going for every day. Even if we've got one fish hooked up, like we're chasing it off the bow of the boat, the teaser's still out the back.
Yeah.
And
nothing's stopping.
Yeah, like we're still fishing while we're chasing the fish, and you're trying to get them all hooked up.
And it's just you and one decky.
Yeah. Which can be chaotic.
Yeah. You got autopilot.
Yeah. Spent a fair bit of time. We fished Friday. Spent a fair bit of time on autopilot. We had a real good bite. Friday we had heaps of shit to fix and make up, and all that was happening. Lines crossing each other and cutting off.
Cool.
And, I was like, just put the boat on pilot and like reset, like stitch some more baits and get some stuff out. And even on pilot, we'd
still hooking up.
Pod. It was just chaos, like up and down the ladder. And
That's awesome.
Are
you just using spin?
Yeah, spin. Yeah. I find most customers prefer spin. They like spin. Overhead, I like fishing overhead with them, but you know, with spin, you're not going to get like a backlash and stuff.
Easier for clients.
Yeah, 100%. Once it's in free spool, they just free spool and shut the bail, and it's a lot easier for them.
And you'll go to them, you know how to use an overhead? Yeah.
It is a bit of an art to it. Like, the boat is set up so, you know, we can keep fishing out the back while we're chasing a fish, and you know, the teasers stay out up until the very last minute. But a lot of times we'll hook a fish and everyone wants to go around and take a photo and see the fish jump. So like everyone on the boat is at the front of the boat watching this fish, and they've all got their phones out and taking photos and stuff. And I'm still got teasers at the back.
The fish are fighting up to the teaser and that.
Yeah, I'm like watching the teasers at the back while they're sort of driving on this fish, and like, oh, there's another one at the back, but everyone's just
don't care.
Don't care. Put the boat on pilot and run down and throw a bait at it, pass it off to someone and go back up and keep going.
Oh, that's all the art in it, I guess, mate.
Yeah. You just want to get as many as we can while they're biting, and that's a good way of doing it. And sometimes I wouldn't mind. I would like to have like a full tease and switch program. So, you know, the teasers where we've got them now, then teasers off the riggers as well. So everything's getting teased up in close. It's just super cool for the customers to see them right there, see them angry.
Yeah,
you get to see the bite.
Yeah.
Those long rigger bites, like you don't really get to see them.
You just hear it.
Yeah, but some days it's the only way you catch fish. So
100%.
You sort of need them there as well. So yeah.
Let's talk about the Billfish comp, mate, because I saw the numbers from last year, and you'll be able to. I don't know much about it, obviously, because I'm not from up here, but saw the numbers from last year. Had a few mates come up, and then saw the numbers from this year, and there was a bit of a difference. So.
That was crazy. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, run us through it and for everyone. So you had the comp in June, is it?
July.
End of
July, yeah. From where we were, like there's a spot that it can get a lot of fish, but I've checked that spot every year for the last 5 years and there's been no fish there. And we were so busy coming into the comp, and we were having a really good run where we were fishing. So the first day of the comp, we went and fished just where we'd been fishing, and then these fish are just getting called in one after the other, like non-stop. Like, geez, these guys are not here. Like they're somewhere else. that first day, I don't know how many boats went to that area, but that first day, 3 of them, like Gooch and Real Game too, they caught 70 fish in that first day, which is just insane. Like, it's crazy. Another boat caught 68, another boat caught 65. So
how long are you fishing for?
Lines in at 7, out at 4.
Yeah. So you got what, 9 hours? So they're catching nearly 8 fish an hour.
Yeah. I think there was 1 hour there where they caught. I'm gonna get this wrong, but it was like 18 or 20 or something in an hour, like, which is just chaos. Like, I'd never seen anything like that before. So the second day we went to that area. It slowed down a little bit. Like, a lot of fish got caught the first day. I was always going to slow down a little bit. We went down there and we had a good morning. Like, we got 49 that day and 32 in the first 3 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
How many of you?
So there's 4 anglers, myself and a decky. Yeah. And it went really smooth, surprisingly. Like, that many fish. It wasn't chaotic at all. It was just, what I was happy about was that first skag when we caught the 32. We were 32 from 33, so we'd only dropped 1.
Pretty good.
Yeah. So I was happy about that. Like, the anglers did really well to not miss many.
You would have been dirty about that one, though.
Yeah.
They're not coming back on the boat the next day.
What are you doing? You dropped 1. But so pretty much most of the fleet went down or went to that area the next day, and it was, you go to, so 4 anglers, 4 rods, 4 baits, and we have a backup set of rods for everyone with baits already on them. The baits are in like these in coolers. So as soon as they catch one, they can grab another rod and it's got a bait on it ready to go.
Chuck it out.
Yeah, and I was pretty much just one motor, just in gear, like one teaser out. Like, I couldn't get the other one out. Like, it was just that fish. Like, you'd drive up on one deck, you'd grab the leader, would crack it off, and there'd be another 4 swimming with it, and they'd grab another rod and pitch at those 4 swimming with it and catch them, and you'd drive to the other one. It was just, there was someone hooked up like at all times of 3 hours, if not, one person, like 3 or 4 people just always hooked up. As soon as you release one, grab a bait, throw it over, catch another one. It's just how fast you could. The amount of fish you got, it's just how fast you can catch them. Like, there's no waiting for fish. It's just how fast can you catch that fish.
So you're putting the herd on them a bit, or can you not really?
A little bit.
Is it a line class for the comp?
Yeah, 10 kilo.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. 10 kilo. With 10 kilo line, you're only allowed 15 foot a leader. You want the fish up high. If the fish is up high, you just drive the boat as hard as you can at it and grab the leader and snap it off. Grab another rod, catch another one. There's 4 swimming with him.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then, that was crazy. Like, I don't know if that'll ever happen again but
So what were the total numbers? Do you know? I think I don't know roughly what it is.
1,080 something. Or
I thought it was like 1,500. But I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe that was
21 boats fishing
raised.
3.5 days. It was 1,080 or something like that. So
yeah, right.
Yeah.
I know it was over 1,000. And then the year before, do you remember what that was? Because that was a bit of a dud year, I think.
Year before, we were only a few fish off the year before, and I think Merciless won with maybe 20 fish or something like that. So. And
you're getting that. Double all the other guys got quadruple that nearly in the first
they're catching that and like one skag, like
crazy.
I had a pretty good idea where they were. After that first day, I still didn't know exactly where they were, but
and they're not telling you.
No way. Nah. But I drove sort of off. We left where we were fishing, and I drove sort of off Ganthium, and I could mark some boats coming back on the radar, and I knew what time Lines Out was. So Lines Out was 4, and I marked them 3 times over the space of 15 minutes. So I had these 3 marks that were in a line, so I had their compass bearing. And then from where I marked them the first time to the last time, I could get the timestamps on those marks, and I could see how far they'd travelled in that time. So I had their speed, and I knew there was lines out at 4.
Roughly where?
Yeah. So we went down there the next morning. So we put a mark sort of roughly where I thought they were. Went down the next morning and just pulled up on that mark, and that's just where the fish were. I couldn't really believe how accurate I was doing that to find them.
Yeah, it's cool.
But and then everyone was down there after that.
Just following them out.
And then the next day I did slow down a little bit, and then slowed down a little bit the day after that. But there's still a lot of fish.
Sick.
And I don't know if they were the same fish we were seeing at the start of the year at Bard. Like
just moved out a bit,
just
maybe.
Moved out, and as I said before, like we were seeing like a couple hundred fish a day swimming on the surface and couldn't catch them.
Yeah.
What we were seeing at Bard earlier in the year was a similar amount of fish as what we were seeing there, but these ones wanted to eat.
They were hungry.
Yeah.
So there's a few more things I want to touch on with you. One, we were talking about it before we started recording, was the record. So I was having a little look through your page, and I saw a potential Australian record.
Yeah.
On 3 kilo line class.
Yeah.
And we touched a bit on it before we started filming, but I'd like you to kind of tell that story again, mate, because I think that's pretty impressive and quite cool.
So this young guy, Cruz, like he just froths fishing. He's real good kid, and he comes out and helps us whenever he can. He's in school, but school holidays he's on the boat, weekends he's on the boat. We tried with him last year a couple of times. We're like, let's just try and get a sail on 3 kilo line. With Cruz as the angler. We hooked a fair few end of last year, but a lot of things went wrong. We actually had the leader on one of them. Fish ran, the leader slipped through the glove, and we cut the main line on the deckie's glove. A lot of times as well, like we'd get the bait in the fish, but the fish is just holding the bait in its mouth, and like the hook's not actually in. Like you can't put too much on it to actually set the hook. So the fish is just swimming around the bait in its mouth, not even hooked, and we're trying to gaff this thing. So a bit went wrong. Then this year we had the boat out of the water for maintenance, and it was changing leg oil or doing something, and put the boat back in at lunchtime. And Cruz was with us, and the decky still. Like, let's grab that 3 kilo rod and hook rigs and stuff, and we'll just shoot up and see if we can get one. We're going out there and not overly confident we're going to get one today, but it's probably one of those things you keep trying. You try long enough, you'll eventually get one. So let's just go out for the afternoon and try. Put the boat back in at 12. Ran straight up there. I think we're there sort of 12:45, 1 o'clock. Put the gear in the water, and within like 10 minutes, this fish came up. Like
bang.
Like there's fish. Like left taser or whatever it is, and actually it went off the taser and went onto Cruz's bait. It was super lazy. Like it didn't want to eat. Somehow Cruz manages to get a hook in it. Gets the hook in it, get everything cleared, get set up, start chasing this thing around. And after probably 10-15 minutes, the fish was in a spot where we could come up and grab the leader. The decky grabs the leader. It was only, we had no one else on the boat as well. So decky grabs the leader, it was like jumped off the tower pretty much. Jumped off, but I don't know how many runs of the ladder I hit going down. I skipped a few and grabbed the gaff and just threw on the side of this fish. I'm like, oh, we got it.
We got it done.
Yeah.
It's surreal.
Got one. I was like, that's cool. And, we'd only been fishing for 10-15 minutes, and just straight back, like driving 25 knots, like back to the moorings, straight to the fishing club, weighed it, and that ended up getting past not long ago as Australian record for Cruz. So that was cool. I hadn't done much of that. I'd done a fair bit of that stuff before, but I'd never been the skipper of a boat for an Australian record. Like I've been decky and been there and whatnot. So
so what do you get for that? Do you get like a certificate with your boat's name on it?
Yeah, get a certificate, and you'll go on the game fishing like website with a record and that there, and that will be there until someone else beats it. But that's something we want to do more of as well.
Yeah.
Hopefully try again at the end of the year. Try a different line class or whatever, and try and do a little bit more of that. It's quite fun for us. Like, yeah, you're not catching lots of fish. Like you
it's a challenge.
Snapping a lot off.
Yeah.
But it's quite fun. It's just, something different.
What is 3 kilo in PE? Is it like PE point?
No idea. No idea. Yeah, but it has to be IGFA line. It can be any mono line, but you do get brands that have been tested.
Yeah. Don't pass.
Yeah. So if that line can snap at 3 kilos, like the line gets sent away and gets tested. I think they snap it 5 times, and the average has to be 3 kilos.
Yeah.
If it's 3.001, it's illegal.
Really?
Yeah. It can be, 2.9, 2.8, 2.7, but it cannot be.
So they're probably actually a little bit under.
They are a bit under.
Yeah, right. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they are a little bit under. But it'd be good to go do that again. That was pretty fun. Cruz, I think April turns into like a senior, so he's still a junior at the moment. But it'd be good to try and get another junior one before.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
What kind of bycatch are you getting? Are you getting like many Spanish or longtail or?
Yeah, heaps of Spanish, mackerel. Sometimes they're annoying because like we're on mono leader.
Yeah.
Spanish mackerel don't love.
Yeah.
So we don't catch many of them, but we do lose a lot of baits to Spanish mackerel. There was a day there where, the only way we're catching fish was off those rigger baits, and there was just mackerel everywhere. I think we went through like 60 baits to catch 3 sails.
Sure.
Yeah, like deckhand hasn't eaten lunch all day. Like it's just rigging bait after bait. You're like, that left rigger's been snipped by a mackie. Wind that in, change it, just putting it back out. Right. The right rigger's been snapped by a mackie, but that one's just sort of like that all day. Then every now and then we're like picking away at a few sails as well.
Will you put wire on, or you're not really trying to get them?
Sometimes, if someone wants something to eat, well, we've got mackerel spots we go to in the afternoon, and we will catch mackerel. But we have tried to sort of run a mackie lure at the same time as while we're fishing for sails. You go through this patch and it'll just be like mackie, all your shit's just getting broken, like bait's getting snipped and stuff like that. It's like, let's put a mackie lure on and run through there again. And you put a mackie lure on, turn around, run through there again, and the sail will come up and start billing the mackie lure, and you just stuffed it up because they just sort of bill them and they get caught up in them, and then pull a bit of drag and then sort of jump off and like, if we didn't have the mackie lure there, we would have caught sail. So that's a bit of a tricky one. We get a heap of longtail tuna. There's been a lot this year, which is good.
They actually go pretty hard, don't
they? They do, yeah.
I caught one the other day, just like top water casting lures, and it wasn't that big. Me and Em both caught one. And I was like, I'd never caught a longtail. I caught heaps of yellowfin and bluefin and all that. So like, I wanted to tick that off the list. And I was like, this thing's actually like,
they fight.
It wasn't that big, but
yeah, they do fight. Yeah, they're a good fish. They're a good bycatch. Like we do like catching them. They're a good game fish, and we'd catch one, and we have soy and wasabi and stuff on the boat.
We'll the guests love all that.
Yeah, fill it up straight away, and a bit of sashimi, sort of. Yeah, tops the day off and coming home with like fresh sashimi as well. Yeah. Then we get this time of year, at the moment, we're getting a lot of cobia as well. Some big cobia out there, which has been pretty good. We had one the other day. This lady came out with her 2 kids. The kid was super keen, keen. Yeah, it was good to see. Anyway, we got to the end of the day, and she's like, we wouldn't mind getting something to eat as well. No worries. Was sitting there in neutral, and some sharks came up. Usually they come up when you're in neutral or change the boat revs. They come up on that noise, and some sharks came up and looked down. I was like, I'll steal that one's got two cobia swimming with it. So still was throwing a bait over, and I've thrown a bait over as well. Still had leader on the rod tip. This cobia's eating steel's bait. turned, eaten my bait. We've just both like grabbed the leader off our rod tips, just ripped it over.
Oh, really?
Like, there you go, there's your dinner, let's go. And she's like, what the hell? I was literally hooked up to it for like 5 seconds. This thing's on the deck, just chaos, just breaking shit and just kicking around. Like, all right, there's your dinner.
It's professional.
Yeah, and they're just like, what the hell? Like, we've never done that before. I don't know if we'll do that again, but this is
you do
how.
that every week.
Yeah. That's just how it worked out. Yeah.
The sharks love eating them as well, eh?
Yeah. They sort of hang off the sharks and swim with them. So that was cool. But yeah, the last week we've been catching a lot of cobia.
Do you rate them on the chew?
Yeah, I don't mind them. Yeah. You?
Yeah, they're alright.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say like they're the best, but you get a fair bit of meat off them, so.
Yeah. I probably. Yeah, that long-tail sashimi, I can't go past that. I love
tuna.
Yeah.
I love Spanish mackie as well.
Yeah.
My favourite fish is actually South Coast nanny guy.
Is it really?
The red ones.
Yeah.
Like ceviche.
Yeah, right.
I don't know why, I reckon it's just so good.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had one.
It's like, it's super white. It's kind of like Robbo white.
Yeah.
It's really, really white. And you don't get much meat on them. Like they're quite small, but.
Yeah.
I don't know, them and black ass, like.
Oh yeah, black ass.
I reckon they're so good as well.
Yeah.
And it might be a little bit because we don't get them on the East Coast, but yeah, I've fished a lot down southern WA, and like the fish you get down there aren't super big unless you get like Dewey's snapper sambos, they're all big, but all the other ones like your harlequin, nannies, they're all quite small, but they're so tasty.
Yeah, and I've had a few black ass, they are tasty, good fish. So we don't get a lot of reef fish doing what we're doing. We haven't reef fished once this year.
That was my next question. Like,
do
you do any of that? And then obviously being in Broome, and you're a sports fisherman, do you chase barra? Or like, do you do that in your spare time, or it's not an interest?
Oh, it's not. I do like barra fishing. I haven't done a lot of it. So focused on our Billfish program. I get worried that I'm going to get hooked on barra, and it's going to take me away from like focusing on what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
I think I've caught like 4 or 5 in my whole life.
Yeah.
I've probably only been, barra fishing 7 or 8 times. But yeah, in the off season, we will reef fish. We're going to do a few reef fishing private charters next year.
Surely you got heaps of marks from.
Oh yeah, we got heaps.
Around all the time.
Yeah, we got heaps. We just love the billfish stuff, so that's what we try and do. We do have some people ring up wanting to reef fish. I think around those big tides, it might be good. Like the sail fishing does slow down a little bit. But if
sharks,
if we've got
to go a long way out.
Yeah, if we've got a day off and we're fishing with friends and we're just going out fishing, we still fish for billfish. It's like we're doing the exact same thing as what we do.
It's an obsession.
Yeah. We might do it a little bit different, like fish that light line stuff.
Yeah.
We love, I love fly fishing for them.
Fishing
for sales.
I was going to touch on that as well, because I know that's becoming popular. And I was talking to one of my mates here, and I don't know if this is local knowledge or not, but he was telling me that Willie Creek, and I don't know if this is a secret, so I might cut it out, is one of the best permit fisheries in the world.
Yeah. I don't think it's a secret that there's permit there.
So he's just picked up the fly rod and he's going hunting for him. I had no idea.
Yeah, there is a lot of permit in Broome. That's what we do more of in the off season, like fly fish for permit, golden trevally, threadies and that sort of stuff. I do love fly fishing, but yeah, there is permit here. It's pretty. I didn't realise until I started fly fishing of like how high up that is on everyone's list, like fly anglers and permit. Like
it's the hardest fish to get apparently.
Yeah.
Or one of.
Yeah, but yeah, there is permit here. I've never caught one. I've tried a couple of times, and that's something I definitely want to do more of.
Yeah,
permit fishing.
You got a sail on the fly?
Yeah, I've got sail and fly. Yeah, and we've got a few fly fishing charters booked in already for next year.
Yeah.
There's a few weeks there from different clients that are coming that just want to fish fly only.
Yeah.
But yeah, we love that. It's so fun.
Did you see the one Pelagic Pursuit got recently?
Nah.
Chongy was on the boat with him in Cocos.
Yeah.
And he got like a big one on the fly.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's cool. It's so cool. Like, basically like the program we run for flies, we have one rigger pole out, one teaser. We've got a lure with a belly flap in it on a teaser rod. Whether the fish comes up on the lure, on the teaser rod, or the actual teaser, we want to get it onto the teaser rod. So we get the fish onto the teaser rod, the person on the teaser rod teases it. There is like a bit of an art to it. You can spook the fish if you want too fast, too soon, or whatever. Once the fish grabs it and tastes that belly flap the first time, you've pretty well got him set, like he's coming into the boat. So yeah, tease him up, get him up right into the boat. And then in fly fishing, the boat has to be in neutral before you make the cast.
I only found this out last week. Yeah.
Otherwise it's trawling and not fly fishing. Yeah. So we get the fish into the right spot, like, which is real close, like right off the back corner of the boat.
Get one cast pretty much there, or?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Sometimes you might get a second one. And I remember the first time we did it, we teased this fish in, and then neutral. Anglers made this cast behind the fish. You cast behind the fish, so the fish turns, and you just get a better hookup rate with the fish going away, and you're pulling the hook this way.
Yeah.
Rather than it coming forward. So fish teased up, angler cast, and then this other fish just come out of nowhere and just ate the fly. Not even the one we teased. Yeah, like, that wasn't even the teased one, but that will do. And then we caught that. We did a fair bit of that last year. Not on charter, just when we go fishing, we'll fish fly.
Yeah,
super cool, super fun. Really looking forward to these ones next year. I really want like more fly anglers booking charters. It's a good spot to do it, Broome. Like you get enough
You get a few shots at it,
Yeah, even now, it's October, it's fishing really well. We fished on Friday and got 19 sales. Yeah, 19 from 27. It's been a good week. So you do get a lot of shots.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never been fly fishing, so I mainly like bottom fish and do a bit of top water and then do a bit of like small amount of bill fishing. But my like goal, not this year, but soon, is to do fly fishing. Yeah. And my like 2 or 3 year goal is to get one. Yeah. Get a sail or get a marlin on one. Yeah. But I want to learn. I don't want to just, have a go at it and go out with someone like you who's experienced in it and tick it off. I'd like to actually do it yourself. Do the process. Yeah. I'd love to do that. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. But I don't want to. I don't like that stuff kind of just. I want to be confident in what I'm doing. It wouldn't matter if I learnt the skill and then went out with you. Have a few casts, you go out, put me on one, and then it's like, I've done it. I like earning it.
You want to earn it. Yeah.
It's very impressive. When I see people do that, I'm like, that's sick.
Yeah, when you're fighting them, like, there's no, like, there's like one gear on a fly reel. You're like winding like so fast, and you're just like getting no line on, and then the fish starts running and the reel starts going backwards, and you're like, and then it'll stop. Like it's
thumbs just getting burnt.
It's just fun. Yeah, it's so fun. We're so lucky that we have the amount of sales we do in Broome. We get a lot of shots at them. It's super cool.
Yeah. All right, couple more. So we've got to talk about this app you're working on with your mate, Fishiby.
Yeah.
So Ash was telling me before that they're working on this new fishing app, which can help create a bit of data on where you've caught fish yourself, so personally, and it will take into factor like currents, heat. You can probably tell a bit more about it, mate, because I'm not all over it. But Ash has also said to me mate is the one to talk to.
Yeah. So I've been helping him with testing it and stuff like that. I don't want to talk too much about it. I don't want to stuff it up. But there is a website, Fishiby, and an Instagram page, and we believe that it's going to be released at the end of the month. But it's basically you go fishing, and the app will have your track and stuff on there for when you're fishing, and you mark your fish, like where you're catching them. The more data you put into it, the app sort of works out how much effort you've put in that area to get that fish and whatnot, and along with currents and water temperature and everything like that, the app will print out a heat map. On the page of the app, there'll be a heat map of where it thinks you should be fishing from the information that you've put into it. There's a lot more to it than that, but it's had input from like some of the best like marlin biologists in the world and stuff like that to help build it. But I started testing it with Danny, so I was going out there and just marking where the fish were, and he was looking at it and building heat maps and stuff like that. And that was probably 2 years ago we started. Like, he hasn't thrown this together overnight. Like, he's been working on it a long time. And wanted to make sure that it works and it's right, and the biologists and stuff like that say that it's going to work and it'll be helpful. And then this year we're doing the same thing, and he's printed out some of the heat maps and stuff for me off my data, and it's been pretty spot on. Like, it's helped us a lot. Yeah, just for those days where I know you might be fishing somewhere and you don't, you're not catching fish, or you're not sure where you're going to go, or you got 2 or 3 spots in mind and you're trying to figure out which one you want to go to. That app
just gives you a bit more info.
Yeah, you look at the app and it's like, well, from all the data I've put into this, it's saying we should be here, and it has been good. So just look out for that over the next
Fishiby. I'll put a link to it in this podcast. You can check it out.
Yeah, I hope.
Or if it's not out yet,
I hope my mate explained it properly. But,
we might get him on and have a chat to him as well.
Yeah, there's a lot more to it than what I've said, but that's just the basics of it, I guess.
Yeah, from what I understand of it from our 5-minute conversation is it gives you data based off where you're getting your own fish and creates a database to allow you to get to fish easier.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Right.
So if you're catching heaps of fish in this area and then all of a sudden you're not, it'll work out where you've caught fish in surrounding areas, so you can choose another area to go to that day, or plan your session out. Or
it's a bit of a guide, like where to start. And basically the more data you put into it, the more accurate of a picture.
I reckon it sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, and it does have the ability to share it with friends. So say, I'm going out 2 or 3 times a month, and you're going out 2 or 3 times a month, and to get a more accurate picture, like, I can share with you, and we can get both our information together.
Yeah, for sure.
Probably good for comps. Those guys that are fishing. Some people will pre-fish a comp. There'll be 4 people fishing a comp together on the same boat, and they all have their own boats, and they'll pre-fish on 4 different boats.
Yeah.
So you can sort of work out.
The hot spots.
If it's all using the app, you can sort of work out how much effort everyone put in to get the fish they got, and give you a better starting point for that comp.
Is there a feature on it when that bloke that always asks you for marks that you don't want to give him to, you can give him some fake ones?
No, but it needs to be.
Yeah. We've been getting heaps that lately. Just literal messages, just, hey mate, do you have any good fishing marks in Exmouth or something like that?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Just like, never talk to the person or don't know them. And I'm happy to talk to anyone about fishing. Like, I can give you as much information as I know, and I'll talk you through all different things. But like, hey mate, have you got a really good red end for a mark?
No,
that's not how it works.
We get it all the time as well. I had a few messages this week, people asking, is there fish around? Like, get out there.
Have a look.
You might catch some. Like, whereabouts? Like, get out there and have a look. Like,
You can come on the charter.
Book a charter and we'll go catch
you.
Book a charter and I'll show you.
It's wild. But there is and I probably did that a bit when I was younger, and there's a bit of naivety to it, but you earn your spots,
Yeah.
And I'm not like I'll give people spots. Like, if I've fished somewhere and I'm never going back there again, the mate's going there or whatever, like, I don't give 2 fucks. But if you're local to the area and you've worked for this spot and you know it's good and you know it produces, and someone just messages you, you know they're not going to respect it.
Yeah.
And they won't fish it right. And they'll probably destroy it or give it to their mate.
Yeah.
So they didn't do the work, so they don't respect it in that sense.
Yeah, that's right. That's definitely way more important for reef fishing than what it is where like the fish we catch.
You just go in an area.
Yeah. They're one day and not the next. I remember a comp 2022 maybe. We went out for a pre-fish and like we caught like 12 fish in the first hour. It was just fish after fish. And we're like, let's get out of here and go back before anyone sees us catching fish here. Like, this is sick, it's going off. And went back there the next day and didn't catch fish. So they do move around. So,
pelagic.
It's not always that secret with billfish, but with reef fishing.
Oh yeah, people just kill.
You find something, you want to keep that to yourself.
Yeah. All right, last 2, mate. This one's easy. what are the most sales or billfish you've ever raised in a day?
Raised, I'm not
Oh, not raised,
sure.
sorry, landed.
That day two of the Billfish comp when we went down, when we went to that area, it was 49 was that. But,
insane.
Yeah, 49. Up until then, it was a day in 2023. It was a charter. We only fished for 4 hours, and we got 23 and a black marlin.
Really?
Yeah. Up until the Billfish comp when we got that 49, that was our best day. But
customers must have been like, what are you doing?
yeah.
So yeah, this is a normal day.
yeah. Those boys were they're up here for a wedding, so they were like just on the beers as soon as we left the morning.
What a day.
They were blind, and they were so loud I couldn't even say anything. Like the fish would come up on the teaser, and they were telling each other what to do. Like, feed it, freeze. I was just driving around, and they probably jumped off another 20. But they were just pumped up, and that was a cool day. Jack was decking that day. It was heaps of fun. Cool. A little black marlin to top it off as well. That was cool.
What's the biggest sale you've caught in Broome?
Oh, I'd say...
You probably don't weigh many of them, do you?
Nah, we don't weigh many of them, but we had one this year I'd call 25, and again, I sent it to a few friends as well who agreed with that. I'd say 25.
Cool.
It's pretty rare. Most of them are sort of like 10, 12, 14, 15 kilo sort of fish. And that 25 one was pretty cool. And we did get big fish those days before and those days after. There was just like a run of big fish.
Yeah.
We do get sales. So we got some fads off Broome that is known for marlin fishing. We go out west for marlin fishing. Sometimes, while you're fishing for little blacks, you'll see sales, and those sales out there are a bit better quality, like that 20 kilo sort of stuff. So, yeah.
Cool. And last one, this is a question I've started asking people. What I was doing was a few questions at the end, but the other boys I was telling you about, the Tall Tale podcast, they were doing that. So it looked like I was doing the exact same thing as them. So I'm going to change it up. But I was doing this. And it's something I like to do with people that you can kind of review on 12 months, because hopefully we have a chat again.
Yeah.
Is goal fish for the next 12 months. So it could be size, weight, species.
Ooh.
Not your dream one. We can do that as well. But next 12 months, something you're going to kind of try and work towards. It could be for a customer or your deckies, you're saying. But if we chat again within that time or after 12 months, we can see if you've ticked it off.
Yeah. Would probably be that line class stuff again with crews. We want to try to get one on lighter line again than 3. And we want to try to get a black marlin on 3 kilo line as well. So I'd say
how big is the rod for that?
Oh, just under 7 foot. That was quite
Oh, sorry, the reel.
The reel's tiny. It's like a 4,000 band or something like that. They are, yeah, tiny reel. I'd say it's going to sound stupid, but it can be done. It's been done before, but a sailfish on 1 kilo line.
Do it.
Yeah, that's what we're going to try. So that's a goal at the moment. When we get a chance to get out there and do it, I'm not sure. We'll start trying to do it, but again, it's probably one of those things where you just got to keep trying and get it. But yeah, I haven't caught been involved in a billfish on 1 kilo line, and people do it, and it's been done, and just wouldn't mind trying to do it. Yeah.
What about you go for the smallest billfish as well?
Smallest one possible.
Micro bill.
Yeah, and that's the thing, when you try and do that stuff, like you'll be fishing and you'll be getting like 8 to 10 kilo sales, and you go out a couple of days later on that light line and try and catch one, and they're all like 15, like 20. You got to try and find the right, not only raise a fish, it needs to be the right size fish, and you need a lot of things go your way. But yeah, that'd be pretty cool to do. It'd be pretty fun. But yeah, that's probably the goal.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome, mate. Is there anything you wanted to touch on, or talk about your business a little bit maybe? How do we book in with you?
So there is online booking. You go to the website, broomebillfishcharters.com, and you can book online. Or if you want to call as well, call the number on there, and we can speak to you. We're already getting some bookings for next year. As I said, there's a few guys that want to come up and fish fly. I guess, yeah, if you call and want to book a charter, you know, we can sort of work around what tides we think are best for you as well, and that's what you want to do.
Book a week.
Yeah, book a week.
Why
yeah,
not? Then you can get the best of both.
Yeah. We do get some people that book a week, but yeah, some of those bookings are starting to fill up for next year now. So if you were thinking of coming up here and you wanted to catch one on fly,
you want to catch 40 fish in a
day. Yeah. You want to catch 40 in a day. Well, yeah, I hope I see more of that again next year. But probably the best way is to call. Then we can have a look at the tides and get you around. So.
And if you've never caught a sail, so we got our first sail this year. We had a few failed attempts at it, and it's a special fish, mate. Once you see one for the first time.
Just the colours and that, It's so cool.
We got I'd say, I don't know how to weigh them. Like, I don't have that skill of what I would think it would weigh because I haven't seen that many.
Yeah.
But this one was decent. So I just missed a little bit of footage there, but it was nothing important. We're just talking rubbish about trying to tee up a fishing trip. But yeah, I just want to say thanks to Ash for coming on. I only messaged him a couple of days ago and said, would you be keen? And I knew very little about the Broome Billfish fishery, but I knew that they'd had an awesome year this year from talking to some mates that had come back here. And I think you've given some real good insights to people, mate, and I reckon you'll be getting a lot of people coming up to try and chase a few fish here. Yeah,
no, that's good. Good to see more people fish now. I think after, you know, boats catching 70 fish a day in the comp, it's got to sort of put it on the map a little bit for sailfish fishery.
Yeah.
But it's been good talking to you, and hopefully we can tee up to go for a fish sometime.
Yeah, I'm always game, mate.
If it's not this time, you're up next time or whenever. But yeah.
Sick.
That's good.
Awesome. Thanks heaps, mate.
No worries. Cheers, Twig.